Greetings everyone, welcome to the channel, it's EddieSetGo. If you're new here then please make sure to subscribe to see future motorcycle content. Today's video is my top 5 motorcycle stories from this week. In at number 5 is the news that the Royal Enfield 650cc twin range, those models from that range at Royal Enfield were actually the largest, the best-selling motorcycle in the month of June here in the UK. And that's quite a phenomenal achievement really, considering all the cheap and cost-effective options there are out there. You know, people can go buy scooters, smaller bikes, you can go get second-hand, you know, probably perhaps more luxurious brands like Triumph and Honda and all of that. But yeah, Royal Enfield new bike sales. I think the Royal Enfield 650 they price in about £5,000 here, £5,000 to £6,000. So it's quite very encouraging for Royal Enfield. Obviously, we're all going through lockdown here, or we have been going through lockdown, so people have probably not been spending as much as they'd want to. So perhaps those bigger brands, the Hondas and the Triumph Suzukis and the Yamahas, they've been put on the back burner. So people have been going for more cost-effective options. And yeah, the Royal Enfield 650cc Twin Ranger is actually the biggest selling motorcycle model in the month of June here in the UK. In at number 4 is a bit of sad news, especially for riders here in the UK, and that is that Ron Haslam's racing school, which is situated at Donington Park, has just announced, unfortunately, that the Ron Haslam Race School will be closing. The school, obviously run by three-time world champion Ron Haslam and his wife. They've had 24 years of supplying awesome and training people how to ride bikes fast and quick around Donington Park, using a number of Honda products like the CBR 600RR, the new CBR 650R, Fireblades. They really do give a comprehensive training package on how to ride bikes really fast and have a great time doing it. Yeah, they've unfortunately announced that they are going to be closing the school down, which is a real big shame really. There's not so many of those racing schools here in the UK. I went to the Chris Walker's racing school with Kawasaki down at Mallory Park. I've not been with Ron Haslam, but I've seen lots of videos of people having great times there. So that's really quite a shame really. I'm not sure if that's affected, if that's been affected by obviously the COVID stuff going on and the lockdowns, I don't know. But it's been having a big impact on a lot of businesses. But yeah, big shame really, big shame. Ron Haslam Race School is going to be closing down. So I wish him and everyone associated with that all the best. But yeah, sad news. In at number 3 is a bit of MotoGP news. Obviously this week the MotoGP season is about to start and everything kick off with a big bang. We've had lots, in the past 7 days, we've had lots of kind of transfers and confirmations of contracts and all of that. Obviously the big news earlier in the week was that Pol Espargaro, which has been rumoured for a very long time, Pol Espargaro, who's on the factory KTM, he's going to be riding the new HRC, the factory Honda, in 2021 next year. So big surprise there. Obviously, if you've been living under a rock, you probably might not have heard that. But yeah, Pol Espargaro moving from KTM, he's moving to HRC. He's going to be partnering with Marc Marquez in 2021. Obviously, everyone's scratching their heads because Alex Marquez has just been given that ride at Honda with his brother. I think Alberto Puig said obviously that might have been a bit of a premature move for Alex to go to the factory bike. But yeah, Alex is going to the LCR. He's going to be replacing Cal Crutchlow, who hopefully is going to get an Aprilia ride, possibly World Superbike ride, we don't know. So yeah, Pol's going to HRC. Alex Marquez is going to go to LCR. There is obviously a lot of rumour regarding Valentino Rossi. He's supposed to be going to the Petronas satellite team. As of yesterday, I think Thursday the 16th of July, he confirmed that he's 99.9% sure he's going to Petronas. He's not confirmed it officially, but he's almost there. So yeah, we can expect to see Valentino in the light blue colours of Petronas Yamaha next year. But yeah, in at number 3 is all the movers and the shakers in the MotoGP world. In at number 2 is a bit more MotoGP news, and that is that obviously, as I mentioned in number 3, the season's about to kick off, and it kicks off here at Jerez this weekend. It's actually kicking off right now as I'm filming this video. We're having FP1 and FP2 here on the Friday. Massively excited about this. We've got Jerez this weekend, and we've got another race next weekend. So yeah, finally, I think it's 130 days since we've seen bikes on action, bikes on track. and we're going to see him going at it. The news for this particular weekend already is that Fabio Quartararo was given a penalty for riding a modified R1 around the Paul Ricard circuit. Apparently he violated some kind of off-season testing rules there, and I think riders can ride stock bikes on track, but I think he was riding a slightly modified R1. But yeah, he's going to be missing the first 20 minutes of FP1, the first practice for this first race. So he's going to miss 20 minutes of the first practice. It's not that bad, I don't think. It's just a little slap on the wrist. But yeah, so that was the news. But yeah, this weekend sees the start of the MotoGP season. Really excited about that. And in at number 1 is a bit of bike news for you, and that is the Moto Tessie H2, the wonderfully exotic motorcycle from the Italian manufacturer Moto, is surfacing all around the web now. You've got photos, and we've even got testing videos which you can see of the manufacturer testing that bike. It's got that wonderful, unique horizontal front swing arm. You can see it in action there, bumping around and soaking up everything. Yeah, this is obviously based quite heavily on the H2. Kawasaki bought a huge chunk, I think almost half a share of Moto, so there's a lot of Kawasaki H2 development going into this bike. And it's a real shame that we're not going to be able to see this in the shows this year. But yeah, it's very much making full-on speed to being released for the public. You can see on this particular test model, you've got wing mirrors and indicators and a number plate hanger on the back, so it's really getting to be the finished version of this wonderful looking bike. It's going to be punching out about 220 plus brake horsepower, supercharged. It's really going to be something special when it comes out. So yeah, that's in number 1. Bit of new bike news for you. The Moto Tessie H2 is very much full speed ahead to getting released. So there you have my top 5 motorcycling stories from this week. Is there something that's not on the list that you want to talk about? Drop a comment below, let me know. If you've enjoyed the video, then please give a thumbs up to support the channel. This has been EddieSetGo. Wherever you are, ride safe and stay safe. I'll see you next time.